All right, folks, we continue our breakdown of what took place last night in Alabama. So here's the question. What happens next? What do Democrats do with this model, if you will? Can this be replicated across the South? Also, Donald Trump, what is he going to do? Of course, he's already been tweeting, as you can imagine, doing his best to deflect. So let me go ahead and pull up some of these tweets. I know y'all want a good laugh, and so I'll go ahead and bring up some of these tweets because I've been laughing, of course, the whole time. So let's see here. So last night, that was yesterday. So this was Donald Trump's tweet. Congratulations to Doug Jones on a hard-fought victory. The write-in votes played a very big factor, but a win is a win. The people of Alabama are great, and the Republicans will have another shot at this seat in a very short period of time. It never ends. Then, of course, he then follows that up with, the reason I originally endorsed Luther Strange and his numbers went up mightily is that I said Roy Moore would not be able to win the general election. I was right. Roy worked hard, but the deck was stacked against him. And, of course, then this tweet here is hilarious. Wow. More than 90% of fake news media coverage of me is negative, with numerous forced retractions of untrue stories. Hence my use of social media, the only way to get the truth out. Much of mainstream media, he can't spell media, he spelled it M-E-A-D-I-A, has become a joke. Then, of course, he tagged Fox and Friends. Now, let me help you all out. Friday, Donald Trump said at the rally in Florida that black home ownership was at an all-time high. I told y'all I sent an email yesterday to Hope Hicks, to Kellyanne Conway, to Hogan Gidley, to Omarosa, to all of their people, to Sarah Huckabee Sanders, to Helen Farr. It's not true. He lied. So, Donald, when are you going to retract that lie? When are you going to retract that birther lie? When are you going to retract just the numerous lies? You lied, said you were not going to play golf. You said that you were going to turn over your taxes. Lie, 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 lie. Hashtag Trump Lives Matter.
Indeed.
This is what happens when you lie. Trump's approval ratings, folks, in Alabama are below 50%. Even Alabama doesn't like you anymore. Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence, what you have here is you have a situation where Democrats are actually winning. Beyond this, we saw it in Oklahoma. But Democrats are winning in deep red states. Republican Party arena, and I'll get to you in a second, should be scared to death going into a midterm election year where you have Democrats not with wind at their backs, no, with a hurricane force wind at their backs.
We have been slapped awake. We have been confronted with what you do when you don't connect to the people. And you have heard the conversation and seen how within the Democratic Party, we had to have a come to Jesus. And we had to say, wait a minute, what are we doing? We're the party of the people, but the people walked away from us in this last election. So it's incumbent upon us to come back together. We had a powerful meeting yesterday with the Congressional Black Caucus and the leaders of all of the African American groups throughout the country, Urban League, the NAACP, all these different groups, and said, we are going to have to get our act together, get our message together, work together so that we can turn out the vote and educate people and figure out how we connect so they know that we are the party that will deliver their needs. Right now, when we talk about who turned out to vote for Donald Trump, first thing he did, and he had Hispanics, he had people, I know the Chaldean community, they voted and supported Donald Trump. Then they came to me with tears in their eyes because he was coming into their community, doing ICE raids and sending people back. And they're saying, oh my goodness, we didn't think he would do this. And in the Hispanic community, people and women, oh my goodness, the women who supported Donald Trump, with the saying, oh, he doesn't really mean that. I remember talking specifically to white women saying, how can you support him? They said, oh, he doesn't mean it. He's gonna, you know, he's better than Hillary. And elections have consequences, and we have, you know, we say in the hood, you know, we've been, I won't say the word, but we've been slapped. We've been slapped in the face with this.
Yes.
And we have just this energy and this thing where we never want to be here again. Because as black people in America, we are very concerned about simple civil rights. Those civil rights that we have been taking for granted, that is being stripped away.
Rena?
Well, I just real quick, you know, I think let's get deep here for a second. I've been having a lot of interesting conversations with Republicans who are moderate like me, but also very much to the right of me who voted for Donald Trump. And I know why they did. My own mother wanted to vote for Donald Trump growing up in Southern West Virginia. She's been there since 1981. And I just think what the message that was sold to people like my mother was that anything is better than the Clintons. Let's take a chance on something new. We had two really flawed candidates from two major parties in election 2016. And what it did was send this message that let's just try something new. Now we know what that something new is. What the
folks in Germany said try something new as well.
Oh, indeed they did. And we know what happened there,
they
right?
Turned out so well.
But look, this is the thing about what's going on with the parties. I mean, we love to point at each other, right, and say you've got the deeper problem. No, this is what's interesting. What's happening with my Republican Party right now? A party I don't recognize at all. That I am not sure I can support at the federal level, and actually I will not write a check to again. Ever again for them injecting money back into Roy Moore's campaign. I will not write them a check. But what I'm saying is that the divisions within the Republican Party up until now weren't as visible as now. They were deep and visible on the Democratic side. They were deep over on the right, but when it came time to coalesce around a candidate, we did it. And now we can't. So 2018 midterm strategists like me are already saying we know it's going to be a bloodbath. Unfortunately, congressional leadership, Republicans in Congress do not foresee that, and they're going to see it at the last minute. I hope yesterday was a bit of a wake-up call. I think the only thing we can do is elect decent people now. I want to transcend party politics. I'm with Senator Jeff Flake when he says, let's put country over party.
Before I go to Spencer, I love.
I'm chomping at the bit. I'm sorry.
I love Twitter. This is too funny. So this brother tweeted, "Black women of Alabama walking into work tomorrow knowing they defeated their MAGA co-workers." Let me go ahead. He said, "This is how black women are walking into work today in Alabama." On the stroll. Of course, that's a high school dance team. He said, "Well, that's how black women walk in Alabama, walking into work till they make America great again in a little red hat."
God.
Spencer, go. I had to play that tweet. That was just too funny. Spencer, go ahead. You got to follow that. Go ahead.
No, I can't follow that. 2020.
That's why this is the blackest show on TV. Go ahead.
You got to have a candidate that can engage black women, that can engage young black people. That's the message of yesterday here, that Democrats need someone who can engage black folks. And really big winners, frankly, Deval Patrick, he went down to Alabama. Cory Booker, he went down to Alabama. Both are really strong contenders for 2020. Another big winner, Terry Sewell. As you remember, she brought Doug Jones to the CBC weekend in September. She's been behind him. She has always been a star in D.C. on the Hill, but this shows her ability to really engage her district and the people in furtherance of larger goals. So she's a big winner as well.
Let me do this. It's the perfect example again why this show matters. Shelley, go to my iPad. This is a tweet from NBC News 12 minutes ago.
You can't be serious.
How Alabama's women wrote the verdict on Roy Moore.
They left a word out.
Independent UK put out a story sooner than this.
They left out a word though.
Black.
Black women.
Yeah.
Come on, but no, seriously. That's why this show, really, there's nothing like it. I mean, you know, Congresswoman Lawrence, I'm thinking about this now because they're going to try to ram this tax bill through in the next couple of days.
Yes.
They got the committee, come out committee tomorrow maybe or today. I mean, this is the only show on the air where there's a conversation about this in the context of people who are really going to suffer behind this. So, I mean...
One of the things I hope that happens, especially with my Republican colleagues, is that they understand they were almost afraid of Donald Trump. They would just give up values, give up their moral compass, because Donald Trump was so powerful. It was almost like they were afraid to cross that line. I hope they have the political courage now to say that Donald Trump is not in control of everything, and that they can be independent and do what's right for this country, and don't vote for this crap that they're trying to ram down our throat, this tax bill.
Hold tight 1 second.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no.
That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
He
Unfiltered.
wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.